Joel Diaz receiving death threats after Avni Yildirim's loss to Canelo Alvarez. Knuckleheads, I can't believe it, and I can't make this stuff up. It's almost like every day that passes, as I read about people's reactions to the fight game, I'm more and more taken aback by the sheer density of the stupidity and the ignorance that has permeated the human race. First and foremost, did you really, I don't care how casual or how hardcore of a fan you are, did you really think Avni Yildirim deserved to be in that ring in the first place against the number one pound for pound fighter in the world in Canelo Alvarez? Did you really believe that? I refuse to believe that I come from the same species as people that actually thought Avni Yildirim was going to win this fight. Okay, so that's first and foremost. Aside from that, my fellow Homo sapiens, at least I hope so, Joel Diaz, after that third round, was in Avni Yildirim's face yelling at him to show me something. Show me something or I am going to stop this fight. You got to go in there and show me something. This man was passionate. This man was pleading with his fighter to go in there and show him something. And what did Avni Yildirim do? He stared back at his trainer blankly. He turned over to the left, spoke to his manager Ahmed Onair, at which point he said no mas and they called the fight. So if anybody deserves to be bothered, although nobody deserves a death threat by any means, and you're an absolute barbarian if you do something like that, but if anybody deserves to be bothered about this situation or made fun of about this situation or criticized about this situation, it is Avni Yildirim, who stood there, or rather sat there on his stool in between rounds as his coach was yelling in his face to show him something, and who decided, instead of going out on his shield to bail himself out, collect a check, and go home. Now, apparently the guy went to the bathroom and cried and didn't want to say anything to anybody afterwards because he was so disappointed, and now he doesn't want to go back to his country because he's sad he disappointed his country. Where was all of this? Where was all of this when Joel Diaz was in your face telling you to show me something? It's amazing. It's amazing, and hindsight really is 2020. Listen, I'm the kind of guy that gives fighters the benefit of the doubt, and I want to say that maybe, just maybe, he was out of it. I'm giving him that escape. Maybe he was just out of it. He had just been hurt by Canelo. He had just been floored. Maybe he didn't know what was going on. He just wanted to get out the fight. That's me being extremely diplomatic and friendly towards Avni Yildirim and showing extreme respect to the man. But if we're being honest with ourselves, and you saw what I saw, what everybody else saw, this guy was begged by his coach to go out there and do something. He saw an exit, he saw a way out, and he snuck out that door. And you cannot, as a fan of that man or anybody associated with him, take into consideration the odds of that fight combined with him bailing himself out like that and have any sort of reason to blame Joel Diaz for what happened, unless you are just an absolute Neanderthal. And heck, I wouldn't even throw the Neanderthals under the bus like that. You got to go back to when there was a missing link somewhere to have that sort of attitude about a coach who is pleading for his fighter to continue fighting. There's something wrong with you if you still judge the coach and have the audacity to threaten the coach. Knuckleheads, it's disgusting. It's disgusting, the lack of respect for Joel Diaz. And I hope anybody that makes these threats, gets what's coming to them. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think Joel Diaz deserves death threats for what happened in the Avni Yildirim versus Canelo fight? After you leave your comment below, like, comment, share, hit the bell notification icon, and subscribe. I want you guys to subscribe, and I want you guys to join the channel. Just $5 a month. You help me build this channel and build the only kickboxing promotion that matters, Fighters Rep Promotions, and the most educated fight channel on YouTube. Also, if you get your Fighters Rep gear in the links below, that's another way to help me out. Most, if not all, of the proceeds are going to get reinvested right back into the channel and the promotion. We got shirts, hoodies, masks, tank tops. I really appreciate your help. And by joining the channel, clicking the join button below, you'll get access to our pay-per-views when we come back. You'll get discounts on Fighters Rep merch, and you'll get to be part of our monthly members-only meetings at the first of every month. Knuckleheads, I'm just absolutely disgusted by this whole situation. I was upset about yesterday's situation with Peter Yan, and it's just getting worse and worse. Let's talk about it.